Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, leader of the Fantastic Four, genius inventor, and one of Marvel's brightest minds, and total jackass. Let's explore some, and again, just some of the worst things he's ever done. First up, his loving relationship with Sue Storm. Or should I say, his way of breaking her. When the villain Psycho Man had brainwashed Sue into becoming the sadistic villain Malice, Reed's solution wasn't exactly heroic. Instead of comforting her or trying to undo the mind control gently, he straight up verbally abused and slapped her until she broke down, forcing her original personality to come back through sheer emotional torment. What a romantic. Keep in mind, the main reason she was able to be brainwashed in the first place was because she had an actual miscarriage and was going through those emotions. Oh, Reed, and remember how the Fantastic Four got their powers? And if you thought that was bad, let's talk about how the Fantastic Four even got their powers in the first place. Reed knew the cosmic rays were dangerous, ignored the warnings, and still convinced his best friend Ben Grimm to pilot the ship. The result? Johnny got to be a flaming daredevil, Sue turned invisible, Reed himself became a stretchy noodle, and Ben Grimm was turned into a rock monster who was so miserable with his life that he literally tried to kill himself. Good job, Reed. Now let's fast forward to the Civil War storyline. Superheroes were divided over the Superhuman Registration Act, but Reed didn't just pick a side, he built a freaking clone of Thor to fight for the government. This wouldn't have been so bad if the clone hadn't gone rogue and murdered Goliath, one of their own allies. Turns out playing God isn't as easy as it looks, huh? And where did Reed lock up superheroes who refused to register? Oh, just an inescapable prison in the freaking negative zone. That's right, he built an extra-dimensional Guantanamo Bay for people whose only crime was not wanting to work for the government, you know, just normal hero stuff. And if all of this wasn't enough, Reed was also part of a secret club called the Illuminati, a group of powerful men who made world-altering decisions behind everyone's backs. These guys exiled the Hulk, decided the fate of entire civilizations, and generally acted like they knew best about everything. Spoiler alert, they didn't. But maybe Reed's worst crime of all? Erasing the memory of his own daughter from Sue's mind. Yep. When Sue was pregnant with Valeria, a future version of their child appeared and warned them about a dark fate. Instead of explaining things like a sane person, Reed decided, you know what would solve this? Mind-wiping my wife, because clearly that's how trust in a marriage works. So yeah, Reed Richards might be a genius, but he's also done some truly awful things. What do you think? Does he deserve to be called a hero, or is he just another supervillain in disguise? Let me know in the comments.